Hello, Chase Wilson, Senior Consultant at Sterling. So we're covering hiring. Another point that comes up as a question a lot is interviewing. How do you do a good interview? What's a good interview? What are good interviewing questions? Well, you have to think for yourself, what do you want to find out? What do you want to know about that person? A lot of times their resume doesn't give you all the information. Over the phone, you ask a couple questions. You want to find out from them. You want to show them around, get their reactions. A big thing about an interview is that's the time to kind of get to know them, see how they respond to things, but also know that a lot of times when someone's interviewing, that's when they turn on their best behavior. Of course they agree. Of course, they did some research in your place and they start telling you how, they love horses too or whatever you're into. That's the time they're going to do that. So the interview I just used to find out, hey, do I like this person? What types of things are they talking about that I agree with? I mentioned how we run the place. Maybe I say, yeah, we use statistics, and I see what their reaction is. Have you ever used these tools? Are you familiar with this software? I find things out about them, and I have them tell me about themselves. I have them talk, and I kind of get a read on them. That's what I really use on interviewing. I do like to find out about their past places of employment. I like to find out why they left. If someone's extremely critical of why they left, right, that's always a red flag for me. Right? Especially when they're critical of many different places. Oh, that place was horrible. Oh, that manager didn't know how to manage. Oh, that person didn't let me do what I knew would really grow the place. At that point, I'm going, you just named 5 places. And there's one common denominator about all 5 of those places, and that's you were there. And I can't imagine all 5 of those places are horrible places to work. So that's what I look for on an interview. Are they critical? What do they have going on? But remember, I don't hire on an interview. I definitely do not hire on an interview alone. I don't keep the interview. I don't make them very long. We're going to get into the next step, which is a working interview, and I'll cover what that is. Many people do not take advantage of that, but it's extremely important in hiring. But I use the interview, the questions that I ask, what interests you about working in this profession, right? I like to ask them why they left their last place of employment, what they would recommend improving on their place of previous employment. From what you've seen of our website or what you've seen of our facility, any recommendations you have for us. I look for that real critical or that person who's more problem-oriented, right? They're giving more problems. If someone's very positive, giving solutions, or they notice good things, those are all plus points. I just note that, right? But once again, if you are interviewing them, chances are they're trying to sell you and they're going to tell you what it is you want to hear. That's why an interview alone, I don't hire. 99.9% of the time when I hear people say, I'm really good at reading people, some people are. There are some people out there with that magic, but that's the 0.01%. For the 99.9 other percent, we actually have tests that are extremely accurate. They work great to find what is going on with the person, predicting what's going to happen in the future, how they work with others, how productive they are, their honest communication level, all those factors. So on interviewing, I want to stress the interview is not where you're really going to find everything out. But I use the interview to find out the obvious no way. If the person comes in, they're complaining about stuff, or if they come in, what I call the Walmart outfit, they just got sweats on and flip-flops. And if they're going to come to the interview like that, because I say, hey, if they're going to come and meet me like that, wait till they get comfortable with me, right? Then how are they going to act? So that's a key point to know on the interview. And that's where I get to find out about them. And we're going to cover how do you do a working interview. All right, cover that in the next video, and I'll see you there.